Down in the NHL.
Well, Gary Dornhofer, we've got some great talent in our Champion of Champions series. For example, Mike Bossy, the Wingers champion.
Well, he has great God-given talent of putting the puck in the net. He has to do well in the shooting and breakaway drills to be the overall champion.
How about this man, Робби Ftorek of Quebec, the centers champion?
Well, he beat out some superstars to get here. He could be unbeatable in the skating drills.
Larson, the defenseman champion.
Well, Reed has all the skills. His main weapon, of course, being his great snapshot from the slot area.
Everybody loves this young man, 19-year-old Wayne Gretzky, the sophomores champion.
Well, Wayne is a prolific goal scorer. With his natural ability, he could win it all.
They'll face Don Edwards in goal. He's already been crowned goaltending champ. Showdown, brought to you by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. So now we move to the final events in Showdown, the $5,000 championship series, winner take all. 4 great competitors involved, and it's really tough to pick a winner, but if somebody asked me right now who to go with, I'd go with Mike Bossy of the Islanders. Now, so Peter Puck puts the targets in place. We look at the scoring system. First place worth 10, second 7, third 5, fourth 3. We'll be right back. Well, Gary, just before we get to our first event, let's take a look at that close race in the goaltending battle. Edwards won it by just 1 save over Palmateer and Esposito.
Couldn't have been any closer than that, but a real good performance by Edwards.
All right, now, Робби Ftorek is up first. 10 shots on Don Edwards.
Well, he got that first one. That's the good start you need. That was off the post. There's another one right through the leg.
Close call there off the post. Look at that, another.
Come on. Oh, Slot would never get there. There, he missed the net on that one. That's 2 out of 3 missed the net. 3 misses in his last 4 shots. Not very good.
But he got 3 goals. We'll see if that's good enough. Yeah, he knows he missed the target there a couple of times. So it brings us to Mike Bossy. What a shooter he's turned out to be in his brief career in the NHL.
Look at that snapshot.
Another good start. 2 in a row. Stick save.
Well, he handles the puck. As soon as he gets it, gets ready to shoot it, and here's the result. There's a good save by Edwards. Off the post.
We've got 3. Another delay there. That can throw you off a bit. Oh, he drove the 10th shot in there and gets 4 goals in 10 tries.
Now, Mike Bossy, he's one of the best shooting that puck from the slot area. Gets good control of it. Here's a little snapshot. Doesn't take that stick back very far. Follows through at the target, and there's the result.
So it's 4-3. Bossy over Ftorek, and Larson is our next shooter. He's got a heavy shot, Gary.
Well, he can shoot it. There's no question about that. That's something he does so well. Missed the net in the first one. Oh, 2 misses in a row. Come on, Reed. There it is. There's one. That was a good shot. Now he's got the rhythm. You see that one hit another puck and knock it in, Brian?
That is going to count. The ruling on that is a goal. And he'll finish with 4, the same total as Bossy.
Well, we're going to see it on the replay where Larson's shot will knock another puck in, and it's the goalie's responsibility to clear the pucks around the net. There it is right there. It probably would have went in anyway.
Well, that's the ruling from referee Art Skov. So Larson finishes with 4 goals, the same total as Mike Bossy. I wonder if this kid from Edmonton can top that.
Well, Wayne had 5 goals in his to win his sophomore series, and there's a good start.
Wide.
Well, you notice that Art Skov had called slap shot, which was illegal, and may have thrown Wayne off a little bit.
Oh, there's the whistle. He disallowed that shot. Bringing swinging the stick too far back, but he's not in that one anyway. Just 1 goal in 10 shots. So it's a tie between Larson and Bossy. They each pick up 8 points. Ftorek gets 5, Gretzky 3. Champion of Champions Series with our skating drills on Showdown. Brought to you by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. Well, Gary Dornhofer, Mike Bossy, the Wingers champion, told you earlier that he had to do well in the shooting drill.
Well, he certainly did. He scored 4 goals against a great goaltender in Don Edwards. That snapshot, boy, does it do wonders.
But Gary, this man also scored 4 goals. Reed Larson, the defenseman champion.
Well, this was the goal that allowed Larson to tie Bossy for the top spot in the shooting drill. And Edwards, he's responsible for those loose pucks.
So our standings in the Champion of Champions Series after one event looked like this. Bossy and Larson tied for the lead. Showdown. Brought to you by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. Peter Puck takes to the ice as we look at our event scoring system. 10 points for first place, 7 for second, 5 for third, 3 for fourth.
Jim, now this is a confirmed ruling. If the guy's not completely turned at the red line, he's out. Is that it?
Mike Bossy wants to make sure the officials are keeping a close eye on things, and one of the officials, Jim Palmer, says that's exactly what we'll do. Here's the first race, Робби, Ftorek, and Mike Bossy. Who's going to win it?
Well, Робби Ftorek certainly has to be the favorite.
Oh, good start by Bossy, though.
He had to turn backwards there before center ice.
Here's where it gets dicey.
Look at that Ftorek cut those pylons.
Oh, fast feet. He's getting a lead here. Ftorek.
Well, that's where he picks up the lead right there, Brian. The way he goes and cuts those pylons.
Oh, he's an easy winner and smashing time, 23.47. He's the guy to beat. You know, Bossy got quite a good start, but those pylons did him in. Now, when Gretzky came up, they said his skating wasn't quite up to par. I think he's a great player and a great skater. We'll see what happens here against Larson.
Well, they both got off to a good start. Look at the motor.
Nice turn by Larson.
Now, here's where you have to accelerate. Gretzky handles the puck so well. You notice he has that puck very close to him, uses a very short stick.
Got a slight lead. A little bit bigger here now.
He just keeps making those legs go going around the pylon. Look at that time.
Nice run by Wayne Gretzky and almost equaled the time of Робби Ftorek, but not quite.
But he's going to end up in second spot. Now here you'll see it again. Look at Gretzky move around those pylons. Real quick. Always has the legs in motion.
His time, 23.82. And the key to winning this event is puck control around those pylons. Gretzky wins it over Larson.
Wayne, before I made a statement that forwards couldn't skate backwards. You looked pretty good out there, and you had a real good race.
Well, I was very pleased with my race. I haven't skated backwards in speed competition before, and I was a little hesitant in what I do, and I was quite pleased with my performance, actually.
I'm sure you had a good time. Reed, what about these forwards and their skating backward drill?
Well, I don't know. I guess they could play anywhere. All three of them did very well in their backward skating. A good thing here is we got to start forward and then turn around, and you had good speed there. But I'm telling you, they didn't lose any balance. They didn't look shaky at all. So what can you say?
So Ftorek picks up 10 points with that time of 23.47. Gretzky gets 7, Larson 5, Bossy 3. Gary, just before this next skating event, let's recap the scoring. Ftorek the leader with 15, Larson 13, Bossy 11, and Gretzky with 10.
Now this one is going to be an interesting race. Boy, this will show us a lot.
4 thoroughbreds ready to go. Pawn at the line.
Ankles taped. And away they go.
Oh, that's an even start. Look at young Ftorek get there.
He doesn't have any trouble skating backwards. Well, Ftorek and Larson, they're neck and neck right now, Brian.
There's the turn and the dash to the finish line. Ftorek and Larson. Gretzky. That's where he wins it
Ftorek on the straightaway because he and Larson were even, and he just pulled away at the end.
Ftorek the winner, and Gary, we've learned that Gretzky was disqualified. He did not come to a complete stop at the far end of the rink.
Well, we're going to see it here. Gretzky, there it is. He makes his swing and turns instead of coming to a complete stop, and that takes care of Gretzky.
By that time, Ftorek was well on his way back down to the opposite end of the ice, and here's the dash to the line. Ftorek and Larson. How close can it be? Ftorek gets there first, picks up 10 points. Larson gets 7, Bossy 5, Gretzky disqualified. So the standings after 3 events. Ftorek with 25 points, Larson 20, Bossy 16, and Gretzky with 10. Next week, we'll crown our champion after the breakaway event on Showdown. Brought to you by Panasonic.